You see them in your local supermarkets, parks, and libraries. They're your neighbors, coworkers, friends, and family. They work, play, and live in our communities. They are families in need, and in many cases, you'll never know who they are. 41% of the U.S. homeless population in the United States are families with children. In Green Bay alone, more than 900 of the public school students are homeless, and over 50% of the children in the Green Bay public schools live below the poverty line.
We saw a lot of kids coming through who were living in some pretty tough economic straits, a lot of homelessness, a lot of transiency, and what we would see with kids coming into school is that simple things like clothing and shoes and school supplies, things that a lot of us take it for granted, just weren't there.
There was a little boy that came through and he didn't have any underwear on. So he had to go to the underwear department first, get a pair of undies, and then come back and was able to find a pair of jeans that fit.
Unfortunately, the need keeps growing. We invite 1,600 kids to come to the day of the store. That's a kindergarten through the fifth graders. And then we offer backpacks to the middle school and high schoolers. And that middle school, high schooler need has skyrocketed.
But maybe, will that fit? It'd be a cool thing to put in your backpack.
Poverty reaches into all areas of our communities, from the cities and suburbs to the bedroom communities and rural towns. Social service agencies are struggling to support the ever-increasing demand for basic necessities such as food, healthcare, and clothing. Organized in 1993 by the Service League of Green Bay, the Back to School store was started in response to the increasing need of families with children in our communities.
Does it matter? Should we look at some of them?
The Service League of Green Bay Back to School store helps more than 3,000 children living in poverty in Brown County.
I think it's important for community members, even without children, to support the Back to School store because this is the future of our community. These kids, if they get a head start in school, they will do better in school. They will be more interested in school, and then they will continue to participate in school and their education and then be able to give back to the community.
The Back to School store provides all the supplies children need to feel empowered to succeed in school, thanks to the generosity of those in our community.
Ooh, a nice shirt.
Cool socks.
Socks. Oh, we love socks. Underwear. He had such a great time. He went out with a volunteer. He got to pick out his own backpack, his own shoes, his own everything that he wanted. And he came back so excited. Every parent wants their child to look nice on the first day of school. That's really important. It kind of sets the tone for the whole school year for your child to go in with brand new stuff and be confident. It builds confidence for the children.
Kids having the ability to come into school and be proud of what they have and not feeling like they're second-class citizens, so to speak, helps establish the fact that school is a good place.
You get one of these, it's blue.
How is your favorite color green when you want everything purple? Because I've got two favorite colors.
We owe it to the kids to give them a fresh start, an even start on their school year. And there's so many that don't have stuff, and this gives them an equal footing.
The Back to School store is a really special item for us because it really does focus on the children in need in our community. They are our future.
We'll have to have them short.
I'm Donna. I'm going to help you shop today, okay?
A program of this magnitude cannot function without volunteers. Over 800 volunteers are needed each year. Your gift of time will be greatly appreciated.
It takes us about 800, 850 volunteers to be able to put this event on between all of our collections and setup days and then the actual shopping day.
You'll go up to the table and the child will be handed a bag.
We're sorting socks by size so that when the kids come through with their volunteer that they'll just be able to grab a bag of socks and get the right size. We see how necessary this is, especially now. And you just can't make it without some kind of help, and going back to school is a huge expense.
And we're doing dental screening exams for the kids as they're coming through and trying to assess any problems that they might have. So we're doing this as a volunteer service through the Back to School program and making sure that these children are getting the proper dental care that they deserve and need. Can you open really big for me? That a girl.
The start of a new school year is exciting for children, but backpacks, notebooks, pencils, new clothing can all strain a family's finances. On average, it costs about $150 to supply each child with basic school supplies.
You know, we're all feeling the effects of the economy, and some people more so than others, unfortunately. And we are seeing a bigger cross-section of people coming through.
We go through so much clothes, and it was great because clothes are not cheap. To not have to worry about buying shoes and jeans and a backpack and all those school supplies.
I could not believe the number of families who were waiting in line and excited about coming in.
It was a high energy feeling, and then I was sitting there anticipating, waiting for my son to come back because I see all these other kids coming back, showing their parents, and they're so excited, and I'm like, I can't wait to see what Trayvon picked out. And I didn't know that he was gonna get to pick out his stuff. I thought that, they were just gonna give him a backpack and he was gonna come. So I'm sitting there in the auditorium not knowing why it's taking so long, and it was well worth the wait to see his face and see how excited he was for his first day of school.
If we can get everybody in this community that has money, that's willing to give to something where you know exactly where the dollars are going. So if you have 4 children, a $600 donation puts 4 other children through the back to school store. And if we can get everybody to match with that mindset, we wouldn't have to turn kids away anymore.
I work full-time, I go to school full-time, so it was nice. It was very helpful and just gave a sense of people care, especially moving into a new community where you really don't know anybody.
Individual and corporate cash donations are needed. We also need product donations, crayons, pencils, notebooks, children's books, and backpacks are just some of the items needed. No child should have to struggle without basic school supplies, but we need your help to make that happen.